Hello, today we are going to do a multi-purpose stretch. So this can be done after sitting at a desk all day, this can be done after doing weight training or after doing a run or any kind of cardio. So it's going to be super quick but also very effective. Okay, come with me. Okay, so lying on your front, I'm just going to stretch out your abs. So take the hands further away, push the pelvis down into the floor and just lock the elbows here. And just take some deep breaths. Just realise I've got my face right up in my weights. But never mind. Okay, and down we go. Breathing in, breathing out. Now you can keep your hands where they are or you can edge them in bit by bit towards you. Depends how flexible you are. Make sure you're breathing. Now, a couple more here. We're opening up the abs here. Just lift your chin a little bit. And the reason we're doing that is because when we sit down, we often slump. And what that means is that your abs are in a shortened position when you're slouching, which means they are likely to get tight. And if that happens, it really affects your posture. So pushing back into a child pose and just plonking your bum in between your feet. And then stretching hands up the mat, flattening your back, opening up the shoulder blades, pushing the bum down, opening up your lower spine and just allowing some blood flow there. Good. Back onto your front. And now we're just going to stretch the front of the leg, the quad, and the hip flexor, which is here at the front of the hip. So, just taking hold of the foot. I've been out in the garden, so my feet are covered in rubbish, that's why. Been out there watering the plants. And then you're just going to push your hip down into the mat very deliberately and squeeze your bum cheek. And then you're going to feel that stretch much more deeply from the hip all the way down to the knee. Just relax your head. And change feet. Okay, here we go. Relax your head. Keep breathing. Push your hips down. So again, when we've been sitting or running or doing any kind of exercise really, the hip flexors, especially when we're sitting, are in a shortened position like this, which means they get tight, and of course that very much affects our posture and can often give us back pain because they attach around there. So this is sort of my go-to little routine. So we've done the fronts of the legs. You can do it for a bit longer if you want to. Now we're moving into the glutes, which is another very important part of your body to stretch. When your glutes get tight, you're almost guaranteed back pain. So lying on your back, this is called a figure of four glute stretch. Ankle over the knee, opposite hand takes hold of the ankle and starts pulling the ankle towards the body. Other hand goes through the middle of the legs, take hold of the knee and pull everything in gently towards you. Now you want every stretch to be mildly uncomfortable. You want to know that something is happening, but not something bad. Now this is stretching your piriformis, which goes horizontally across your bum cheek. And when this gets very tight, which it does in a lot of people, you you'll find that it will start to press on your sciatic nerve. You'll also find in a lot of men, I see this, that their feet start to turn outward and they get what's called duck foot. Okay, stretching the hamstrings. Again, these are in a shortened position when we're sitting, so we need to just lengthen them back out. Put one leg flat on the floor, the other in the air. Don't try and straighten this just yet. Hand behind the thigh, not behind the knee, because you will not be able to straighten the knee if your hand is there. Okay, so pushing into the knee. As if you're trying to straighten it, but don't fully go there. Now start flexing the foot, bringing the toes in towards you. And then you're going to feel that stretch, probably from the calf all the way down into the hamstrings here. There might be some shaking, wouldn't be surprised if there is. Deep breaths. Changing sides. If you have got very tight hamstrings and you can't get your leg very high, which my husband has that problem, what you should do is get a belt or a resistance band and put it around your foot and do it like that. He can only get his to about here because they're so tight. Good. Making sure that there's some discomfort, just mildly. Tension is what you want, creating tension. Brilliant. Okay, now we're going across into the inner thigh and just stretching that out. So up onto one knee and then stretching the leg out to the side like this. Before you do anything more, I'd like you to lock your knee out. So push the knee back into lock out. You will feel the stretch intensify. The next thing I'd like you to do is start taking the ankle down towards the floor. You'll feel the stretch intensify. Hopefully all the way up into the groin. Keep the knee locked. If you want a deeper stretch, you can start to lift the foot, but be very careful. A lot of people think that being good at stretching, they go a bit ego mad when it comes to stretching, I've noticed, and that's not what's important here. Okay, other side. Being flexible doesn't mean that you are more desirable. Yet a lot of people seem to have this equation and they push themselves into stretches and don't do them properly so that they could look more flexible. See it all the time in my classes. Locking the knee, taking the ankle down towards the floor, gently listening to what's happening inside your body. And if you've got a chair available, just pushing like this. Let's bring it out a bit more. Put your hands on and then just push down into the stretch. You'll feel this all in your back, it's lovely. Letting their shoulder blades open up. A few more seconds. Again, we don't want to spend too long on anything because this is supposed to be a quick stretch. If you want to go back and do any of these stretches for a bit longer, please go ahead and do so. Cross legs, one foot on top if you can, if not just cross your legs. Hands to the floor, collapse the head, take the head down, 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 just completely let the head go. Feel the stretch down the spine, and then moving the hands slowly forward. Feeling this around the hips. Keep breathing. And the other side. Let's get you into a calf stretch. So just pushing back here on the ball of your foot, and then you're just pushing the heel backwards. If you sit with your feet tucked up under your chair, or you're running or doing cardio on your toes, your calf's going to get really tight, maybe even your Achilles. If you've got steps in your house, I recommend just hanging the heels off the step. Pushing that heel back. And then finally, the chest. If you've got anybody at home, a really great one is just linking the fingers behind the neck and then just getting somebody to gently pull your elbows backwards, okay? But that's very difficult to do on yourself, so if you just pop your hands, palms here, and then just pull your elbows together. Again, chest when we slump ends up in a shortened position, which again really affects posture. Good. And then across, shoulders. Neck. So just gently, very gently pulling here. Relax this arm right down. Make sure the shoulders pulling down a little bit just to add some tension in. Very deliberate. And then the other side. Nice breathing, and then finally down. If you like these quick stretches, then I do them at the end of every single workout that I teach on my home workout channel, so you can see the link for that below. And don't forget to press all the lovely buttons like subscribe. Thanks very much, see you next time.